This is your Valentine reading, and our theme is think happy, be happy. That's the way we want to start the reading, although I have to say it's been fiery today. I am lighting some Palo Santo to try to calm the energies. I think that the Friday the 13th, and along with the energies of that season, I want to call it a season. Friday the 13th doesn't come along all the time. But let me tell you, volatile, oh yes. I don't know about you, but I've seen tempers flaring. So yeah, let's just clear the air, Libra. Accept this beautiful energy coming your way. And with that, I did want to offer you guys some beautiful rose petals for this beautiful day, even though we're no longer here on Valentine's Day, but it doesn't matter when you're celebrating. And who says Valentine's Day has to be only one day out of the year? Not me. Let's take a look to see what's coming for you guys. This is for my fellow air signs, and you don't have to be an air sign, by the way. If you happen upon this reading, so be it. It's your reading, okay? What's coming in love for my beautiful Libras? And I have so many decks today. Let's take a look to see what's coming. What's coming, Spirit, for my beautiful Libras? Please and thank you. And I hope that you guys did get Valentine's. I hope that you got at least a card, some flowers, some candy, whatever it is. I know I ate my candy. I ate my candy. I can't help it. Had a beautiful leisurely weekend, and that weekend was filled with goodies. Yes, balloons and everything else. Let's take a look. Oh, there's a King of Wands, but look, he came in reverse. So let's take a look to see what it is. Ooh, what it is that he's coming for, looking for, etc. I'm going to lay out a few of these babies, and let's take it from there, Libra. Let's go. Well, let's see. For some of you, it is a bittersweet, and I did name this Angel or Devil Coming Towards You because I myself want to know what it is that you experienced on Valentine's Day. So you have your King in the reversals, okay? And for our males out there, please don't get all crazy. This is still your reading. It's just a card, and it's just the energy, okay? So the King of Wands is coming in reverse, but he is coming in with the Sun. So although he's not feeling up to par, he's not feeling like he can come along, Libra, and offer you anything right now, because he feels like, just much like this card, which is the Queen of Cups, that you're just going to pour it all out. So it doesn't matter what kind of love he offers you, you're just going to pour it all out. And I want to say that's true. As harsh as that is, look at that. That's the Eight of Cups. Oh, actually, it's the Seven of Cups, Libra. So this is what you're thinking. You're thinking that what's the use? You know, I had someone tell me something recently, and it rings true today. Hopefully the alarm doesn't go off. If it does, I'm going to have to stand up, guys, and open the door. There's bad circulation of air in here. So I feel that you're saying, what's the use? What's the point? As someone once told me, what's the point? So what's the point, King of Wands? You're going to come in, you want to offer a new beginning, something beautiful supposedly. You know, I'm just going to throw it all away. Why? Because you've already thrown it all away before you even start. What's the point? You come in, you tell me you want this, that, or the other with me, Libra, and it doesn't ever turn out that way. It's just words. It's just words coming out of your mouth, cross watcher. So you do have the Three of Cups, and you also amazingly have the Ace of Coins. So if this person was ever to be real, this could go somewhere for you, Libra. It could really go somewhere. But the point is, he's never or she's never truthful. They're liars. They're habitual liars, in fact, Spirit is telling me, to the point to where they believe their own truths or lies, whichever way you want to look at it, because it is a lie. Do you see this? There is a new beginning coming, but I don't think it's in love. And if it is in love, it's not with this person. This is the Six of Cups, but it was in the reversal. I don't think you want anything from the past, Libra. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger today, but I don't really believe that you want anything from the past. So you do have the Lovers card coming in too. I don't think that as such, I really don't think that you want that. Look, 8 of Cups. So I said 8 of Cups and then I corrected myself, but the 8 of Cups is here anyway. You also have the Page of Swords, but it is in reverse. I think that at one time, Libra, this person interested you so very much that you wanted them to come back, that you longed for them to return, that you longed for them to offer you, yet again, something tangible. But the problem is that it always comes in very, very much dead on arrival. Dead on arrival. 5 of Swords. So you guys don't want that. As a matter of fact, it's in reverse. I don't think you're holding out for this person anymore. Matter of fact, I think that those doors have already started to close. And what it's reminding me of is, you know, in the old days, the turn of the century, right? People used to have all types of housing. So their main house, they would leave and they'd go traveling abroad or whatever. And it reminds me of, they would put sheets of white material over all the furnishings as to say their farewell, their goodbyes. And I feel like with this energy that has left you behind and now you them, I really feel like you're putting on those white materials as if death has come and you're in mourning. But I don't think this mourning is lasting very long, because I think that you've gotten past all of that, Libra. I really believe in your heart of hearts that you're seeing things for what they are. And as beautiful as love can be, this love has not given that to you. As a matter of fact, from what I can see here, is they are only empty and dead promises on the table from this person from the past. So you know what you're getting. You know that there's no bargaining with the devil, because it's not going to pan out. So if they do come back to you, this King of Wands in reverse, I would say that you need to guard yourself and just keep your heart within your chest and very close to you, because I don't feel like they're going to offer you or give you anything of value. As a matter of fact, Spirit wants you to look back on all the times, perhaps 3 times, perhaps 50 times, perhaps 100 times, for those who have gone on and on and on through the years with this character and have gotten or received yet again a big fat nothing. So don't open your heart up too widely for this person, lest you fall. Instead, why don't you drape your heart and drape the past in those beautiful white linens to cover up the pain, not mask it, they're saying, but cover it up so that you can start healing. And perhaps use this Valentine for those that haven't quite healed from this past relationship. Use this Valentine season to close that out, because to tell you the truth, they're just coming in to re-injure your heart, just to see if they can capture it again. And what they don't know is, when Libras love, they love deeply. So that love will always be there somewhere deep inside of you. But that doesn't mean you have to act upon your feelings anymore, because you know better now. Just saying, it feels like you know better now. So let's move on. Spirit, is anything new coming in Libra's life in the realms of love? This is a love reading, in case you haven't noticed yet. Is this? I am a pagan Christian, which is probably not what you are, but I don't think you come here to ask questions like that, do you? Because if you know that this is a tarot channel, for example, and you know that if your religion, for instance, is against that, you're in the wrong channel, my dear. Okay? But I wish you well anyway. But yeah, I'm not here to debate. Anything that you can tell me in reference to new love coming in for Libra? We don't want the old love. Just remove that from our path, please and thank you. Please and thank you. And you have to also stop and think, Libra. Who would hurt and harm you that way? Knowing well that you're offering them your sacred innermost feelings. And then what do? Instead of honoring those feelings, they end up harming you. with the same feelings that you're giving out. So just be careful, because I'm telling you, this person wishes you no good. And also, I feel, because this is what Spirit is telling me, so I'm going to pass this right along to you guys. A good person, a person with a good heart, a clean heart, even if, let's say, for example, and I'm talking about the old person, if they cannot love you, that's okay. I mean, I'm saying this as a conversation topic. That's okay if they cannot love you. But what's not okay is stringing you along. What's not okay is accepting your love, taking your love, ingesting your love because they needed help, or they needed love, or they needed someone to be in their corner. But instead of telling you from the get-go, from the beginning, I don't have deep feelings for you, and I only want us to be friends with benefits, then at least as an adult, you could make up your mind whether you wanted that or not. But when somebody's leading you on time after time, year after year, that is a demon in disguise. Because anybody that can do that to someone without remorse, without guilt, and without letting that person down easily, gently, that's a devil. That's a demon in disguise. So don't go back to that. You've given that more time, more effort, and much more love and feeling than they deserved. So move on, please, if you want. Hi, how are you doing? Good luck, givers and takers. Love you being here. I appreciate you. But of course, because you have free will, I'm not demanding that of you. You have to make up your own mind about that, okay? Now on with the new. Six of Pentacles, someone who is friendly, and coming in the King of Cups energy towards you, Libra. You have the Page of Pentacles, so this is working very, very small and very slow, because it's also coming in with the Knight of Pentacles. So this isn't a short thing. This is not a small time. This is not fake. This is real, but it's happening and evolving in a very slow-paced way. Okay, so you have the Page of Pentacles, it's evolving slowly. To the Knight of Pentacles, but it's assured. To the Ace of Cups. And you are the Queen of Cups to their King of Cups. I think that's beautiful, guys. I think this is the kind of love that you should long to bring into your life, or to happen to you. This is something that's happening and evolving naturally at a good pace. It looks like they come in to help you, or you help them in some form or fashion, and perhaps maybe you're friends first. And there's nothing wrong with that. I always say that you don't have to be with a brown paper bag in order to find love. But sometimes what you feel in the beginning is a brown paper bag, meaning maybe you wouldn't have given this person another look, or another chance, another opportunity in the past. But when you're a mature person and you can see beyond the simple wrappings of a brown paper bag and look to see what's on the inside, sometimes people surprise you, and vice versa. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, okay? But I'm trying to say, what if they think of us as a brown paper bag? Would you not want them to look beyond the perceived brown paper wrappings and look into your heart, and look into your spirit, your soul, and see the loveliness that is within you? Because after all, beauty fades. Beauty fades on the outside, but on the inside, it'll never fade. So stop and think about that. And that's why I'm always talking to you guys in reference to falling in love with your best friend. Because when you're old and gray, you still want to be with that person no matter what, and you take care of each other. You are going to feel tested somehow. And you have the Ten of Wands to the Eight of Swords. So I want to say that perhaps both of you feel tested. For some, it could be a romance at work. For some, it could be a romance that was not anticipated at all. But together, the Nine of Wands, you see that? It goes from the 10 to the 9. So it lessens a little bit, especially since it's in a reverse state. And you have the Five of Cups. So I think that sometimes people come along you have a story, Libra. You have a story and they have a story, and perhaps that story is very similar. Maybe you've gone through some woes, some hurts, some pain where it comes to the things of the heart. And this person perhaps is also going through something similar. So I think that you guys are going to help each other out of these pain and suffering that you're going through. You do have the Page of Swords here. So someone does pay attention to you a lot. So be careful, because if it is at work, you're being spied on, you're being looked at. If it is around your home, I'm not trying to scare anybody, so please don't think that I'm talking about a stalker. I'm not. But I'm talking about that if they know where you live, they might be driving around with the anticipation of stopping if they know where you live. What they've heard about you is that you can be this cold. You see that? Queen of Swords. This cold Queen of Swords. I think what they're looking for is to see if what people may be saying is true about your character, Libra. Sometimes people can get jealous and can say certain things about you because they're jealous of you. So be careful with that. Knight of Swords, something happening super fast. And you have the World. You have the World. So whatever it is that you're wanting to do or wanting to experience at this time, it is a possibility with the Three of Wands. You do have new beginnings. So again, the whole thing is to not mask who you are, but yet at the same time, be even tempered, because you do have eyes on you right now. So if it is somebody that, even if you have, let's say like this, you have some kind of social media, even on Facebook, Twitter, whatever, somebody is looking at your posts or looking at you and what you post, and to try to determine your temperament, your character flaws, or whether it is that you're presenting to the world who you really are. And so I want to say this, because this is true. I cannot be with my audience, as much as I love you guys, I cannot be who I am at home. And the reason is because you're going to get some of me, but just like myself, you guys hide behind your names, right? Who you are as a person, behind whatever names y'all give yourselves, like my beautiful givers and takers. I'm just using your name as an example. They may very well have a personality that is someone who's very well aware of the fact that you got to give and take. You can't just take, right, in the world. But with me, what am I supposed to have rollers in my hair when I come towards you here? I mean, I practically do when I do my my sleepy time videos for you guys that are live. But what I'm saying is, there's a little bit of us that we hold back from, let's say, our audience. Okay, why? Because that's who we are in personal and private. There are some, as a matter of fact, to go a little bit further, they will not even display their face. You only see their hands, if that. Because there's a lot of people that you can hear them shuffling in the background, but they give you a static photo, whatever it is that they want you to see. So do you understand what I'm saying? We all have a little bit that we keep for ourselves. And then when people draw closer to us and we let them in, then they get to see all of us, right? Every single part of us, whether it's the messy hair in the morning, I'm sorry, I don't have another example, or the bad breath in the morning before you've brushed your teeth, or if you eat with a napkin, or you suck on your fingers, like, my God, I've seen people do in restaurants, which is disgusting, but oh well. But do you understand what I'm saying? So in that aspect, they're not going to see every single part of you yet. That's something that's more intimate, and it's reserved for intimate times together where you give and you take, you exchange energies. But that's what I'm seeing here, is there is someone that's coming in, but it looks like they're going to give you their heart a little bit at a time. And I think that's beautiful. Why do you want somebody's heart all at once? It takes a lifetime to get to know people, right? So why not give each other the space, or just honor them by whatever it is that they want to give to you. And if they give it slowly, so be it. At least whatever they give to you, it's going to be tried and true. It's going to be real. So let's see. Why is the Six of Pentacles here, please? Why is the Six of Pentacles here? And thank you so much to everyone that has joined. Oh my gosh. The Six of Pentacles brings the air of the Empress. So whatever it is that you're helping with, or that they're going to help you with, you're going to have the energy of the Empress to back both of you up. And that's beautiful, because I always tell you that the Empress is, if it's in a female aspect, the Empress is all beautiful, all elegance, all sophistication, all softness, gentleness, emotional receptivity. So, wow, perhaps coming together slowly and surely, you're going to look towards them, right? For them, you're going to look like the Empress energy. And that's beautiful. So that means that they're going to fall deeply in love with you. So we have the King of Cups. Why is this King of Cups here? And who is the King of Cups? Let's see if they'll give us more details. And I do hope you guys had a wonderful Valentine's Day. You guys know the story. I don't know exactly the date, so I'm not going to tell you that, but it was on February 14th. Pardon me, somebody doesn't want me to talk all of a sudden. Saint Valentine, he was not a saint yet. He was, I think, like a priest. I think he was a priest, or in the Brotherhood, right? And there were two people, a couple, much like the Romeo and Juliet story, that wanted to be together and they wanted to get married, but they couldn't. They couldn't. They were not allowed to. So he did marry them. And then he wrote letters about that after being imprisoned, because they imprisoned him after he married these two. And so from that day forward, that's why February 14th has been known as St. Valentine's Day, because he did what he had to do, the help, remember, the Six of Coins, the help. He helped these two to come together that otherwise may not have come together, because they married in secret. It's so sad, right? That you have to be hiding or do things behind people's backs that otherwise maybe wouldn't approve of your union with someone. And it's still that way in modern day, that we still have families, much like Romeo and Juliet, that feud because you want to be with someone that's not to their liking, or they didn't choose that person for you. And that is, it's utterly ridiculous. Love is love, and the heart wants what the heart wants. So you shouldn't have to ask for permission, and you sure shouldn't feel like you need somebody's permission in order to love someone. And love comes as an emotion. It's not logic. You don't choose who you fall in love with, guys. It just happens. It's like Cupid's arrow just hits you. Just like the story, I have another deck of cards. I hardly ever use it. But in that storyline, Cupid comes out, right, as the son of Aphrodite. And Aphrodite is the goddess of love, as y'all know. And when he met Venus, who equaled in her beauty, she didn't like that. So he was supposed to shoot her with his arrows to cause harm to her. And instead, he ended up falling deeply in love with her. So again, the heart wants what the heart wants. So it doesn't matter what other people want for us or want us to do. If we're grown adults that are over 18, especially over 21, you're going to be listening to who your parents want you to be with, or your siblings, or your friends, or maybe a community that you belong to, a group. I think that you're wrong for that. You have the Queen of Wands. So perhaps this is someone who is looking at you as very industrious. You're very helpful. You're very filled with energy. And they like that about you. They don't know if you're going to accept the offer, though, that they're going to put forth to you. But judgment is on their favor. It's on their side. So they're hoping that you will accept the love and the help that they're offering you. You have the Page of Coins. So let's see what the Page of Coins is here for. Why is Page of Coins here, please? And thank you. And I think I have the cards upside down. It happens. It's weird. I picked them up right side and they end up reversed. All of them. I have no idea because I haven't touched anything or changed hands. Why is the Page of Coins coming out? There's gridlock energy here. Why is the Page of Coins coming out? Let's take a look. Because there has to be growth. And in reverse, there is no growth. I do believe that for some of you guys, it might be someone that you work with. Because I see that they're supposed to be overseeing how you do at work. This might be one of your supervisors or managers that have their eye on you. Be careful with that. You don't want to lose your job, and you certainly don't want them to lose theirs. But it feels like they feel like they've got to stop whatever growth is there because there's some kind of taboo or something that stops them from approaching you. Why is this Knight of Pentacles here? This Knight of Pentacles is going to come with an offer. You see that? The Knight of Cups. This Page of Pentacles slowly but surely will gain, I want to say, the courage. Gain the courage to slowly come towards you and offer a cup of love. So this is somebody that's really got their eye on you, but this is someone new. This is not from the past, okay? Why is this this cup of love here, this beautiful Ace of Cups? It's because, again, the Lover's card, there's a choice here, but there's also the Death card is coming along. The Death Rider comes along because should I kill this or should I actually go with it? Should I go with it? Should I offer and allow this to grow, this cup of love? There is change because of the fact that the Death comes with that. So if you choose against allowing somebody new to come in, it's still going to cause a change, like a ripple reaction in the fabric of time. And it's still going to cause a change in your life. If you allow this death to come, this change to come, you're going to let people down and it's going to hurt. You see that? You see the Five of Cups? It's going to hurt. I want to know. I'm going to grab another deck. I want to know if this is someone new or old that's going to get hurt. Who's the Five of Cups going to upset or injure if the Libra accepts this new cup of love? Let's see. That new beginning with the Ace of Swords, it's going to bring in security to your life. And security doesn't only have to be financial security, guys. Sometimes security is security in a relationship, a cemented relationship, one that stands the test of time. Five of Cups is coming out to the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is coming out to the Five of Cups. See that? So that means to me that this person that's watching you from the past, they feel like if this person, which I see coming towards you, Libra, actually does come in and offer you their cup of love, their true cup of love, because this is a real relationship that would develop from this, they feel like they lost, like they stayed in the dust behind you, like you can truly now, most assuredly now, leave them behind. And I want to say they're more than right. They are more than right. Why would you? I hope you don't, but if you do, oh well, I cannot make your choices for you. But why would you not accept a true cup of love? The person from the past could never offer you anything. And when I say could never, I don't mean because they couldn't offer you something. They never wanted to offer you something real. And that's been proven by them leaving you behind and in pain. For some of you, even left you in tears. And for some of you, it's left you dumbfounded because it looked like it was going forward, only to circle all the way back. You know how you play a game and if they catch you, you got to go all the way back to base? Well, yeah, this relationship from the past, all it's done is go in circles. In circles. And the truth be known, it just goes all the way back to the starting line. So it's almost like playing Monopoly, where you go back and you go to jail or something and you don't get to go forward. So I don't see why you would mourn that or why they would mourn that, except to say they should know by now, if they're grown adults, they should know by now that one day, because you're such a great catch, Libra, someone was going to come and cement the deal with you. And when that happened, there was bye-bye. No more going back and forth and in circles, you know, with this crazy dance that they would promote with you. This Queen of Cups, look at that. You get the hero's welcome. So for me, this Six of Wands, again, going back, touching on the Empress energy. This person is going to love the ground that you walk on. And they're going to see the beauty inside of you, that possibility, possibly, I don't know why I wanted to say possibility, but we'll get back to that. Possibly the person from the past never could. Maybe that's why they never offered you anything tangible. Possibilities here are endless with this king because he's your perfect match. You are the Queen of Cups to his King of Cups. This is a good, receptive person, emotionally open person, someone who is actually going to be giving as well as taking from you. It should be that way. It should be reciprocal. The energy should be going, darting back and forth between you. And it shouldn't just be, I'm giving to you, you poor pitiful thing. I see you need love. I see you need some tender care. Let me give it to you. And what happens to Libra? Libra ends up either empty or without. Here we see the Eight of Sorrows or the Eight of Swords. Again with the King of Wands. Again with this King of Wands. So now there's a King and a Queen of Wands here on the table, and that's all well and fine. But what I'm seeing from this, or the energy I'm getting from that, is that this person understood, and this is an adult channel, that there was some beautiful energy between you sexually. So passionately, there's beautiful energy between you and the past person, because they saw you as the Queen of Wands to their King of Wands. And we all know what the King of Wands represents. He's here for a good time, but not for a long time. And for some reason, they saw you that way. They saw you in that you were okay with just the passionate side of them, and you didn't have to know who they were, and you didn't have to get to know them, and you didn't have to blend with them. You didn't have to blend your life with them to the point of knowing each other well. It wasn't about that to them. To them, it was just the sex. So yes, they're going to feel like this Five of Cups, this anguish, because you now have a good person in your life, and it's leading to marriage or a final commitment of sorts. Meanwhile, they're going to mourn that for a millisecond, but what they're really going to mourn is the fact that they can no longer have you sexually. What a good person this is. We pick lemons just like we pick the cars that are lemons, you know, the ones that you buy them, you sign the dotted line, and you take off in the car, and a block or a mile away, it dies. It ends. It's no more. You paid like thousands of dollars for a lemon. That's what it feels like for this relationship. Some of you put a lot of emotion, a lot of time and effort into this relationship, trying to build it up to something solid, and it never came together. It's like, I don't know. It just never was meant to be, or this person never took it seriously, which is looking more along the line, that story, that they just didn't take it seriously, guys. Yet they do want you to wait. You see that? That's the Knight of Coins, but it was reversed. So they know you're no longer waiting for your happiness. You see that? Yeah. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. So they know. So this heaviness here with the Ten of Wands, that's for them. That's how they're going to be feeling. So part of them is going to be feeling like, oh, I lost the Libra for good. And then the other part of them is going to be feeling like, oh, I can't have sex with the Libra anymore. And then back to feeling sorry for themselves because they feel like you're not taking the crumbs. Remember, this is a teeny tiny, like, let's say you had a piece of paper and somebody said, hey, I don't have any paper to write on. Do you mind giving me some of yours? And they tear off like the tiniest little corner and hand it to you, and you can't even see it between their thumb and forefinger, right? Because that's how tiny they gave you. And they're saying to me, because I'm hearing it, they couldn't wait for me to give them what I was going to give them. What were you going to give them, cross-watcher? The teeny piece of paper that was so microscopic. How could you, no pen in the world could write on that. Okay? Possibly a drop of ink could land on it, not sure. But as far as the written word, not going to happen. So this Ten of Wands is their heaviness because can't believe the Libra walked away and the Libra is not waiting for me to give them. What were you going to give them when they were, I don't know, 90 and in the, 1 foot in the grave already? Libra's supposed to wait for that and be happy? Screw that. So this too is in the reverse, and this is the Nine of Wands that I told you guys went from the 10 to the 9. Back to spying on you. So they're not going to give up. It looks like for whatever reason, the more you seem happy, the more they're going to spy on you. As a matter of fact, I see to the point to where some of you who haven't quite closed the door all the way, this person's coming back. Because they're going to want to see if you're truly happy with someone else, Libra, or if you're maybe going to give them another chance. And when I say another chance, I mean another chance, you know, a row in the bed. A row in the bed. Let's hit the bed. Let's hit the hay. Let's just have a row in the hay. So it's all about sex. It's not about love here. I do see here with the Five of Cups, and that's what they want to do. See that? Only one person can win with the Five of Swords. So they're playing a game. They will be playing a game, the long game, as they say, because they want to see, hey, if you're so happy and you're so in love with someone else, let's see if you take me back. Let's see if you will accept having sex with me. Let's see if you will accept me back into your life. And then all I'm going to do is prove that you're not in love with someone else. You don't really love someone else. You're in love with me. Now, where in that, Libra, as the reader, as your oracle here, did I ever say they're so much in love with you, they want to come back and they want to tear you away from the new person because their heart will be in a million pieces on the ground because you will have chose someone else? I never said that. This is someone who has a big, huge ego, egotistical maniac who has arrogance and who thinks you are theirs, meaning they own you. So they want to prove to you and to themselves that you don't love someone else. You couldn't possibly. You're still in love with me. And let me prove it to you because I'm going to come back in and I'm going to win you over again and again and again because you're mine. You're my property. Screw you is what I have to say. Screw you. So here on this Page of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords, something coming in quickly with the World, as well as the Three of Wands. So you do have a new beginning here. See? Guys, I'm forewarning you. There's only not even, I'm going to say 0.5% chance for those out there who have the thought of going back to a past lover, a past flame, after going forward with someone new, that it's going to work out your way. Why do I say that? Look at the card. Everything stays in limbo again. This is a juggling act. So they're going to juggle you with someone else or someone else. Let's just put the apostrophe S at the end, because some of them have sexual addictions and they feel like not only are you theirs, but everybody else they want to sniff and hug, you know, going into the Biden era there, is theirs to do so. So just think about it before you go back towards this person, because whatever it is they're offering you, it's just a juggling act. It's not something concrete. It's not something they mean. And this is what you're going to end up feeling like. This is what you're going to end up feeling like. Remember the Queen of Swords reverse? You are going to become bitter. You will become embittered. Be very, very careful, guys, with taking this person back. For those that are going to be going towards this lovely soul over here, congratulations, because that's the direction that you want your heart to go in. You don't want to necessarily go backwards, because it hasn't worked in the past. No matter what they offered you, no matter what they told you it was going to be like, it never did go that way. So what makes you think all of a sudden they're so grown and mature that they're going to give you what they're offering you? I don't know, Libra. I really don't know. I really can't say. Let's go back along the line with the new person, and let's see if there's anything else Spirit would like to tell us. Tell us some more about this King of Cups to his Queen of Cups. What can the Libra expect? And you know what? Honestly, that energy was so nasty and vile. My hand feels filthy after touching those cards. And I'm not kidding you. It could be an exaggeration. You know how people are drama kings and queens? But I'm telling you, that's going to leave you empty-handed again and brokenhearted. So be very, very careful with taking the past back, because the past is meant sometimes to stay in the past, guys. Okay? Let's see. What can you tell us about the King of Cups? I'm excited, Libra. That's a beautiful love coming towards you. King of Cups. King of Cups. What is the King of Cups going to bring? What are they going to bring towards the Libra? Please and thank you. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. I'm flabbergasted. It's the same card that... the same card that brought the king to you. Same one. Remember I said something that they either help you or you help them, but in that way you start talking, and that's how this love begins. Same card, guys, the Six of Coins. Oh my gosh. There is a hangman here. Okay, let's take a look why. See if they can tell us. The world is coming out again. The world is coming out again, guys. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Why is this hangman here where the King of Cups is concerned? Why is the hangman here? This is crazy. This is crazy. It's insane. But that's why I love using more than one deck, because we get these answers from Spirit that we need. Hi. I'm going to try to pronounce that. Arushi. How are you doing? How are you? And thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing, my dear. Love having you. Ace of Wands. The Hanged One is waiting on this new beginning. Four of Wands to the Eight of Cups. I'm telling you, I feel like this person, this new person, I think they're going through something, guys. They might be going through an ending just like you did, because there's a hangman there, but they're offering the world to you. And the world to me is this new beginning, and then the new beginning came out again with the Ace of Wands. But before that happens, they've got to walk away from something. That Four of Wands energy, they've got to walk away from. So maybe it's an old marriage or an old relationship where they live with this person. They're in the Ten of Wands energy here, okay? See that two coins again? It's a coin toss. So they're having to work through those energies. And I say that's a good thing, because you want somebody that can come and talk about the past and the pain, the hurt. You don't want somebody that's not healed and not able to talk about the past. When they can start talking about the past, the healing starts. That's a 5 of Cups. This person has also been hurt before, and possibly by a Queen of Wands or Queen of Wands energy. This is the Magician. Okay, so someone is doing a lot in the background. 7 of Swords. Someone spies on them. Someone looks into their life. 3 of Wands, because they want this person to come back. So, this person has had their own journey of problems. Temperance. They're asking you for patience, guys. They're asking you, the universe is asking you for patience, because it's not going to take too long. The 8 of Wands comes out right after the patience card. So to me, Spirit is telling you, it's not going to take too long or too much of your patience. This is going to go forward fast. The star energy, this is a beautiful energy that's going to develop between you. And again, I tell you, with the give and the take, you see that? Someone is giving and then taking, and then giving and then taking. So it's a beautiful, like, it's a cyclical giving and taking, which is natural. That comes natural. And it's not because somebody expects you to give or expects you to take from them. It just happens naturally. And I think that's the best kind of relationship. The sun. The bright sun is coming through to tell you that if you often have felt, especially during this Valentine season, that maybe there wasn't enough for you, there wasn't anybody out there for you, that you were never going to meet anybody, I don't think that's the truth. I really believe that the sunshine, just much like that sunflower here, is going to be blossoming through the spring and the summer. So get ready. And I'm not saying, the 8 of Swords, that you're not going to feel timid about it. Some of you will feel like, I don't know if I want to go through that again, just to see if it's going to work out. Some of you are burned by relationships. I'm going to put my hands down, okay? I understand. No protesting here against romance, okay? But what I do have to say about this is those who have gone through something, okay? My heart goes out to you. Been there, done that. I think I'm the queen of that one. But you cannot judge the new people coming into your life by the old people, because we are all unique creatures and we need to be given that opportunity to prove who we are, whether good or bad. Confirmation. We need to give that person the opportunity to prove that they're bad for us. And then guess what? The old person taught us to move fast out of that situation, right? Close that door, close up shop, and go your separate ways. A lot faster than you used to in the past. But you do have to give that person the opportunity, because what if they're the best thing that could happen to you? You're passing up an opportunity and you're allowing the old person from the past that hurt you, for whatever reason that they felt they could, they did it. And the way they keep winning is you just can't open your heart anymore. You can't see to giving yourself up towards anybody ever again, because you are so guarded that never again, that word, that term, never again, not gonna happen again, because I'm not going there. Okay, but they're with someone, they can sleep at night, they don't care about going out and dating or getting sex or doing whatever they do with other people. So you're allowing them from that point forward to have a lot of control of your life. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Look at this. If the queen, or should I say if the sun wasn't bright enough, see that? If the sun wasn't bright enough, let's bring in this beautiful queen here, the Queen of Coins, with her splendor, her crown, and her glory. This is telling me to tell you, you have a self-assuredness now within you you didn't have before. Maybe, possibly, they could have hurt you in the past, because you didn't have the inner strength that it took to say, yeah, you look like stranger danger. You've shown me enough. I gotta go now. Maybe you didn't have that inside of you, and that's okay. It's called growing. So you've grown and stretched more than enough to the point to where you stand firm and stand your ground. You're not going to be shaken. You're not going to be moved as easily as before. So let the new person in and keep the person from the past out. And again, with the Ace of Wands, I'm telling you, we have repeating cards. So I really, truly do believe that this person that's coming towards you in the future, they have something beautiful to share with you. And you may miss out if you feel that much fear, okay? If you allow fear to take over you to the point to where you're going to say, I don't think so. I don't think I want anybody to come that close. This is enough. That's close enough. Thank you. So just be careful that you don't miss out on something beautiful. And who has the last laugh at that point? Stop and think about that too. Who has the last laugh at that point? The old person, because they not only were able to break you, but they were able to break you for good. Okay? So these are whispers of love. What is coming in the future for my beautiful Libras? What is coming in the realms of love and possibility for my beautiful Libras, my air signs, and anybody else who happened upon this reading? This is your reading. So accept it with a blessing and with love. Let's see. Embrace your emotions. You know, allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. Good, bad, or ugly. Good, bad, or ugly. Allow those emotions to come forth and to the surface, because that's the only way healing is going to be had. Okay, we saw that the old person, they don't have any healing that they want to do. They like their life the way that they're doing it. Let them keep going. But you, in order to accept a new love, you will have to heal. Okay? And it doesn't have to be all at once, but you do have to allow that healing to begin. And the new person, it looks like they've gone through something similar to you. Somebody's mistreated them as well. And so they're going through a healing. This is something that you shouldn't deny. You shouldn't block. And some people will want to block it. And you might ask me why, and I'll tell you. Because crying, that's for weak people. I don't cry. You're not crying because you're weak. You're crying because you're purging that nasty, vile energy. Just like you don't take a shower because you stink at times. You take a shower because you're cleansing your body of old skin, right? Right? The flaky skin that comes off, and possibly, you know, a little bit of sweat because you did some work. Or just because you're cleansing your spirit. That's why you bathe, right? So the same thing, you cleanse your spirit, you cleanse your soul. You cry because you're closing that door. Maybe a part of you they took with them, something you're never going to give to someone else. And I'm sorry, I'm an empath, so I understand. And that probably hurts a lot, to give somebody something that you don't even want to take back because you loved them so much, but for whatever reason they couldn't show you or give you that part of them. And that's fine. But there's still a lot of love inside of you to give to someone new, is what I'm saying. But you can only do that if you gather yourself back up and you cleanse and detox from those nasty energies. Because as much as you love people, they're not always good. Let's just go there. They're not always good, okay? Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. And whether that's the power of telling someone you love them or just loving yourself. Someone freaked out because I told them, you know, because they were talking to me about their own life and how after their divorce that they couldn't, they were not the same, and they were very sad and depressed. And I told this person, I said, you know, I can't tell you what to do because I'm a co-worker and I'm a friend. And if you do the wrong thing or you do something and you feel that it didn't come out right, you're going to say, she told me to do this and it doesn't feel good. So she was wrong. So we can only in the end make choices for ourselves. But I told him, I said, do you know that I pass by the mirror once in a while? I say, oh, I love you. And he was like, oh, I'm appalled. She's a narcissist. No, I did not used to love the sound of silence. I did not used to love being with myself. I had so many friends in the past. I mean, at any given time, let's go here, let's go there, let's do this, let's do that. Since moving here, for example, to New Hampshire, I have no friends here, but I'm still a happy-go-lucky person. I have you guys. You're my family here. And I tell myself, I love you. Because when the crickets started being the sound that I heard, the silence started being the sound that I heard, I was like, oh, I'm all alone. But are we really, guys? We're not all alone. Here, just on this format here, look how many people are here. We're all together listening, myself included. And not only that, we're sharing energy, we're exchanging energies, whether it's a good or a bad emotion, and we're all here doing the same thing, healing and taking one day at a time, right? So you should love yourself. That's the moral of the story here. You should love yourself. You shouldn't need someone else to tell you that they love you, because they could be real or they could be false, like this old person, okay? So say beautiful things to yourself. Even my plants. I don't know if you can see. Can you see above here? There's a plant that's growing. I think it's an avocado plant or a mango. I can't decide yet. I gotta look at the leaves. But it's growing. And every day when I come from work, I tell these plants, I love you. What were you doing? What were y'all up to? Are the fairies in there with you? Why? Because any being that's alive needs love. Okay? So be loving to yourself as well. Ask for help when you need it. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. Okay? Don't be too proud that you can't accept support. As a matter of fact, again, whether this person is needing your support or you're going to end up needing their support, this is something that's on its way to you with lots of love. Lots of love, guys. So I say just go with it. Go with it. You can't, there's nothing to lose here. You either you're going to fall in love with this person too, or you're not. Time will tell. But I'm telling you, sometimes, have you ever seen gag gifts or gifts that they give, like at the baby showers and things like that? And they put stuff inside of a bag. And you grab, what do we have a tendency of doing? We all have the tendency of gravitating towards the ones that look the most shiny, bright, beautiful, beautifully decorated, right? And then when we look inside, we didn't really like the prize we got as much as we thought we were going to like it. And then the lesser one possibly had, I don't know, a $50 gift certificate or a Visa to go buy whatever you wanted. And we're like, wait a minute, this bag was beautiful, but it didn't have what I wanted or thought I wanted in it. That's what I'm saying, is that if we don't give people the opportunity to show us what's on the inside, why should they give us the opportunity to look inside and see how beautiful we are? Okay, look at that. I asked, where is your luck and what we should be looking out for? And that's the 10 of coins. So everything comes out golden. You know, it's like those golden streamers that you see sometimes in the ticker tape parades, or when it's New Year's. Just be on the lookout. You win. Whatever it is that you're waiting for, there's a win-win here. 5 of Swords, you win. The 3 of Wands, you win. You're going in the right direction. Your journey and your path is going in the right direction. Don't go backwards, Libra. Don't go backwards to the sleepless nights, the tossing and the turning, the feeling like, oh my gosh, you know, maybe I should have taken this turn or that turn. No, use the wisdom of the Hermit. You've got to be self-assured and know that you're going in the right direction. They say direction, and you get the Chariot. Very fast, you will have the opportunity to choose a new direction in your life. Choose wisely, Libra. You think that everything, all roads lead to, and I hate to say hell, all roads lead to the wrong direction. No, they don't. No, they don't. You just have a fear, and it's about love. You have a fear, my goodness, you have a fear that nothing's going to work out. Or for those that are going through a divorce and maybe you're already interested in someone else, why should I give a new person the opportunity? They're just going to hurt me like the old person. They're just going to use me like the old person. Again, going back to what I was saying, you need to give every single person the opportunity and their uniqueness to show you that they're either the same kind of cut from the same cloth, as they say, or they're going to be totally different. Then I have those, because I'm hearing different things right now. I have those who, they seem like really nice people. They seem like really good people, but I don't know. Nobody can be that nice. Nobody can be that good. What if they are? And I'm going to go out on a limb here. I've had in my life the pleasure of meeting people that are religious and people that are non-religious. I love God and I love everything God, but I am not a religious person. I am more in the spiritual, okay, into spirituality. So for me, if I say, well, that person is not a spiritual person like I am, I don't want to talk to them, wouldn't that be condescending of me? Wouldn't that be me being prejudiced of them? Oh, they have a religion, I'm not talking to them. That would be horrible. But vice versa. How can you feel like, oh, that person is spiritual and they don't believe in religion or following a set religion or going to church? I can't be with them because they're too different. They're the devil. Why would that not be the opposite? Why would I want to look at somebody and say they have a religion, so they must be the devil? Just because I don't believe like you do in that aspect. I believe that God is everywhere and in all of us. And I believe that even, people like Jack the Ripper have the opportunity to change, but that's up to them because of free will, right? Doesn't mean I want to be with Jack the Ripper, but I'm just making an example here that we all have the same God looking down at us saying you have free will. So if you want to not be a cheater anymore, you got free will. If you want to, stick to your vows, you got free will. If you want to not be a murderer, you got free will. You can change back into the good. You can still follow me. It doesn't matter whether you're inside a place of brick and stone or you're not. I'm there anyway. So that's my philosophy. But going back to what I'm saying is that we need to not be afraid of love. And love is love, okay? Love is going to come in the strangest places. So you see how this is logic and this is love? Love doesn't have logic, guys. I'm telling you, when you fall in love, love has no logic. So you can only think logically only so much. Like, let's say a good logic. This person has, let's say, a rap sheet, right? They have a record of being abusive and they've hit women in their past and the crime is on record, okay? Over and over again, their girlfriends end up reporting them because they beat them, right? Okay, well, that's logic. That's good logic. That's good logic. They're not good in love. They're not good. They're not going to give you a good life. They're not going to give you something beautiful. You steer far away from them. They're avoidance. Okay? Logic is telling you that you need to stay away from that person because they have a personality that's an avoidant personality and you just keep going in circles with them. Okay? So it's not a good love match. And as much as you think you can heal them out of it or love them out of it, it just doesn't work. They have to want to change or heal the past for themselves so they can stop going in circles with you and stop avoiding serious conversations, etc., right? Be patient because love is coming. use a little pepper in, a little bit, sprinkle in a little bit of logic, but let your heart feel that love. Let it grow. Let it grow. Feel the love. Love feels good. But know the difference between a good person and a bad person for you, or a person that just wants to sleep with you and a person that actually wants to love you. And that's what the past represents. And I think some of you are really afraid. And I'm just saying that because of the cards that are coming out, guys. You're afraid that if you give in to love again, that you're going to end up being hurt, or that you're going to end up with someone who's going to use you again. I'm telling you, as I sit here, live and breathe, not everybody is here to harm you, but the choice is yours, okay? Choice is yours. Romance angels, any last things you'd like to tell our Libras, please and thank you. I'm lying, I have one more deck too. Ooh, did you see how this one flipped? Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. See that? I'm telling you, some of us are so afraid. We don't want to love because what if that person hurt me? Well, what if they do? But what if they don't? On the other corner, right? On the flip side of that. Getting to know each other, this new person, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And that's the natural state. You should talk to each other. You should let that person, allow that person to come in. It is safe for you to love, guys. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, which is love, which is love, which is love, which is love. I told you. I told you. I have soul connections. Let's see here for the soul connection. Somebody wrote me a long, let's see. Let me look at that. Is it Patty? Let's look at that real quick, okay? Hi, Barbara. I will do that for you, Patty. I have a daughter that has a head like a mule, as they say, so I feel for you. Anything you'd like to show us for the romance that is coming? Cherish your relationships, period. The divine will help you recognize signs and miracles. I think I'm done with this deck. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. Let me get one more card. This is Whispers of Healing. And then I'm going to answer Patty's question. Let's see here. Intention. That's a good card to end that portion of the reading with. That is a very good card because intention has everything to do with it. If the person comes with good intentions towards you and offers you little by little their heart, right? You become friends and then more and more and more develops. Those intentions are good. If a person from the past comes back with the intention of just winning you over at all costs, all they're wanting to do is make sure that they are your master again. Be careful with those that have bad intentions. Patty and her daughter. Let's see about that. And then we'll close up this reading. And you want to do, how about, do you guys want to do our 3-minute meditation so we can work on the stuff that we've been working on? It is Sunday, and that's what we normally do on Sunday. Patty wants to know if her daughter and she are going to patch things up, if they're going to be okay. Just let us know. Patty. There is a new beginning there. There is a new beginning there, Patty. Yes. Either you or they have somebody new in your lives. Be careful with that. Sometimes, if it is something like that, sometimes children resent that we have someone else because they somehow feel like we can't divide our love. And they don't even realize that our love is different. Romantic love and the love of our children are totally different, and there's nothing there that compares, right? It's apples and oranges. But on the other hand, I feel like they're feeling left out, or you're feeling left out of their relationship, vice versa. Take it how it happens to be. But know that it's something beautiful on the horizon. And I don't know, is somebody getting married or working towards that, going towards that direction? Just know that letting each other in more intimately and closely to maybe be bigger parts of each other's lives is going to play a big part of you guys not being upset at each other. It feels like somebody feels left out, like they're having to get secondhand information in all of this. So there's a lot of energies here, Patty. A lot of energies here. Either you or her are having a new relationship. That new relationship is blossoming. It might end up in a marriage. They feel like friends and relatives know more about what's going on, one or the other. Take it how it resonates. And they're feeling like either they're spying on you or you're spying on them, or you're having people spy on them. But it feels like they're not exactly feeling part of the family, or you're not feeling part of your daughter's family or energy or life, vice versa. It needs to calm down for sure. You need to stop having to spy or feeling like y'all need to spy on each other. There's something about money as well I don't like, or maybe you don't like the job she has, or the way she makes money, or the way somebody makes money here. It's not really something that's in a positive, because I see all these negatives here. So something, either maybe the person doesn't have enough work, or you don't like their work, or vice versa. There's a lot of dynamics going on there. If you guys ever want a reading, for example, you're welcome to reach out to me, Victoria Violet Sebastian at gmail.com. You're always welcome here at Gypsy Roots Tarot to sit and reminisce with us and go over everything that we're going through for the day. Hi. I don't think you're going to be single forever, but remember, you need to let people in. If we're standoffish, and with you, it's more like you're too shy. I see you're too shy to talk to people. Just go out there. Go out there and be part of the universe. Let that universal energy flow through you and allow people to come towards you. And if you see somebody you like, compliment them on whatever they're wearing, or how they look, or, what are you drinking, or, hey, whatever. What is it that brings you to the same place at the same time? Are you here alone? I mean, that's even a nice icebreaker. Are you here alone? Can I sit with you? Right? So anyway, guys, this has been your reading for today. I hope blessings for you guys. Let's have our 3-minute meditation. For this, if you guys have never come in before for our 3-minute meditation, the way it works is we're picking one thing that we need to come about in our lives. So whatever it is that you're wishing on or hoping for, whatever your life goal is, whether it's a business, it's a job, it's a car, it's money that you need, right now for your bills, whatever it is that you're working on, it just has to bless you and one other person, not be frivolous. Like, I want a diamond ring that's, I don't know, 10 carats. Well, why do you need 10 carats? Oh, because I want to show off. That's not a good enough reason to ask the universe, to ask the great I am for it. So let's go, okay? So the way it works is I only do this for 3 minutes worth, because that way people don't have to feel like they're here forever. And those that don't like to meditate don't have to learn to meditate for hours on end, okay? This is our Christmas candle. Yes, it's still alive. I got this during Christmas and I love it, and I've been using it for our 3-minute meditation. So this is the way it works. You don't have to close your eyes. I'm going to. So if there's anybody in the room and they're not willing to do this meditation with you, then just go ahead and ask them to go to another room, or you can go to the restroom, to your car, etc. Closing our eyes, because we can concentrate better with our eyes closed. You're going to see a black screen to your left, okay? It looks like a turned off television or a computer monitor. I want you to start with only one, just one per the time that we come together. Just one thing that you really, really, really want or need right now. And I want you to start working that on the left side of you, on that monitor that is clear. Start putting in your goal, your life work, or whatever it is you're wishing on, okay? Okay? When you're ready, it's not quite finished yet, right? But you can start seeing what it tastes, what it looks like, what it feels like. What color is it? Does it matter? Where does it come from? Does it have to come from a specific place or person? Or can God just bring it to you? Just from a miracle, so to speak. Start moving that to your middle screen, okay? That's right in front of you. Okay, start wrapping it up. Should be coming into view now. You should be able to see your finished product, what you want it to look like. Okay, now I want you to go and move everything into your right side, which is your last screen. And I want, with trust and faith, for you to know that someone is starting to walk towards you. And you're starting to see them come into view. And that is Archangel Michael. I want you to extend your hands to him, as he's doing to you, and put whatever it is that you've worked on inside his hands, and trust that he's taking it to the higher power, to God, so that it can come to pass for you, okay? And this has been our reading for today. I hope that everybody has found some kind of blessing here. This is a community as well. And here, we're here to support one another, not to put each other down or to say, you're in the wrong this or you're in the wrong that. I don't care what your religion is, so long as it doesn't allow you to harm people just because you can. Much love and light to you all. May you have a rest of your weekend. Be beautiful. Beautiful, and some gas for the rest of the week. This reading is good until Saturday, and I'll see you guys again, God willing, on Sunday. Meanwhile, please hit the like, subscribe button, and also the all bell so you know when I post. Even with my static videos, you can still interact with your comments. I love you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for being mine. Bye.